Welcome to Speak English Podcast with your host, Georgiana, the podcast that will help you to speak English fluently with no grammar and no textbooks.
Hi, everybody. I am Georgiana, your English teacher and founder of SpeakEnglishPodcast.com. My mission is to help you to speak English fluently. Today, I'm going to continue talking about how to manage your time to learn English. Next, you are going to practice fluency with a Ministory. Mia is determined to learn English, and she starts to motivate herself by taking something. But before we start, please visit my website, speakenglishpodcast.com/podcast to get the transcript of this episode. It's completely free. Okay, let's start. Number 1. Treat yourself. What better way to motivate yourself than to treat yourself? Yes, you deserve it. Well, only when you achieve the goal, of course. Maybe after getting to 5 hours of listening in a week, you can afford something special, like watching a movie, going out to eat at your favorite restaurant, etc. The treat doesn't have to be something fancy or expensive. It can be of minor importance, but it helps to stay motivated. By the way, I recommend that you don't do it the other way around. First the treat to motivate yourself, and then the study. I've tried the other way around. So, no donuts before you start. Number 2. Create a routine. As human beings, we like routines. That is, we like to do the same things repeatedly because what the brain does is automate many of our behaviors. Suppose you make yourself a cup of coffee every day. You can take the opportunity to put on your headphones and listen to a few minutes of an English lesson. Soon, you will associate making coffee with listening to English. It sounds silly, but it works. They say that to establish a routine, you need about 21 days. That's about 3 weeks. Although the exact number of days is not important, we can draw the following conclusion. To create a routine, you need little time. So you can consider creating a specific routine to listen to at certain times of the day. Number 3. Keeping track of the time you're listening. Although everyone is different, many people like to keep track of the number of hours they listen when learning English. This gives you a sense of progress in your learning and informs you when you're not doing well. So, you could write down the time you spend listening and add it up by weeks and also months. This way, you can project how much time you will spend listening in a year, make averages, etc. And you don't have to be precise. It doesn't matter if you listen for 55 minutes or a little over an hour. Just write down an hour, and that's it. Oh, and why don't you share this with someone else who's learning English? Imagine going for a coffee and talking about how your week went, how many hours you listened, if it was difficult, etc. This way, you can motivate each other and set common goals. Well, I hope I helped you with these new reflections. By the way, if you want to know how to speak English using the right techniques, visit my website, speakenglishpodcast.com, and subscribe to my mailing list. I will send you my 5-day video course so you can learn how to speak English fluently. And it's completely free. Okay, now it's time for you to practice your speech with a mini story. What's a mini story? A mini story is very simple. I give you information using phrases, and then I ask you questions. After each question, there will be some seconds of silence. It's your turn to answer the question. Just try to give an easy and a short answer, not a complex one. After your answer, I'll give you the correct answer. And just like that, I'll tell you a story with questions and answers. Are you ready? Let's start. Mia was determined to learn English once and for all. Was Mia determined to teach English? No, she wasn't determined to teach English. She was determined to learn English. Who was determined? Mia. Mia was determined. What did Mia want to learn? English. She wanted to learn English. As a treat, Mia drank a cup of coffee every hour of audio she listened to. Did she drink a glass of milk for every hour of audio? No, not a glass of milk. A cup of coffee. Did she drink a cup of coffee as a punishment? No, not as a punishment, but as a treat. Mia drank a cup of coffee for every hour she listened to English. Mia was drinking 10 cups of coffee when she started suffering from insomnia. How many cups of coffee was she drinking? Ten. She listened for 10 hours and drank 10 cups of coffee when she began to suffer from insomnia. What was she drinking? Beer? No, not beer. 10 beers a day would be too much. She was drinking coffee. What did she start suffering from? Insomnia. She started suffering from insomnia because of the coffee. 10 cups of coffee a day is also a lot. Mia replaced coffee with herbal teas to help her sleep at night. Did Mia replace coffee with wine? No, she didn't replace coffee with wine. She replaced it with herbal teas. She did that so she could sleep at night. Why did Mia do that? So she could sleep at night. She replaced coffee with herbal teas so she could sleep at night. Mia no longer had insomnia, but she went to the bathroom all the time because the infusions were diuretic. Was Mia still unable to sleep? No, she wasn't still unable to sleep. She no longer suffered from insomnia, but she went to the bathroom all the time. Where did Mia go? To the bathroom. She went to the bathroom. She went to the bathroom all the time because the infusions were diuretic. Perfect! It's the end of this mini story. As you can see, through questions and answers, you can practice and improve your speech just like in a real conversation. It is one of the techniques that I use in my premium courses. I recommend you to take a look at speakenglishpodcast.com/courses. Okay, we have reached the end of this episode. Remember to listen to it several times. It will help you with your English. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Did you enjoy today's episode? Get the transcript now at speakenglishpodcast.com.